Good evening, class. This is Module 8 for EDL 952, and I'm going to discuss how to incorporate digital citizenship into your classroom. Time needed for this module, it will take about 15 minutes for you to complete. So, what is digital citizenship? Like this little graphic here, next 20 years, humanity will change more in the next 20 years than in the previous 300. Isn't that the truth, especially with technology? Why is this trending? With today's technology being so important in our lives of our students, we as educators need to make sure our students become more digitally responsible by thinking critically when they are online. They need to recognize the benefits and risks of sharing information and balancing screen time with activities. So, what is your current relationship with digital media relating to your classroom? Answer these questions and write down what letter you choose. Is it A, little to non-existent? I'll let you read through those. B, average? Or C, good? Mark that down. You'll need it later. How often do you post to your department's social media channels, or do you even have one? A, hardly ever. B, whenever I feel like it. Or C, I have a regular posting schedule. Are you up to the latest social media trends and apps? A, sort of. B, mostly. I've got Facebook. Or C, you bet. Have you ever used digital media or technology in your classroom? A, yes. Well, if an overhead projector counts. Or B, yes. I share or retweet my students' posts in our department website, Facebook page. Or C, yes. We've explored options like using apps such as Instagram stories or Facebook Live to share projects and exercises online. How are your students using digital media in your classroom? A, I have no idea. Or is it B, I have some idea. They're using it on their phones, sometimes useful reasons. Or C, I'm on it. Okay. Let's see how you did. So count your A's, B's, and C's and see how many you have. If you've got mostly A's, your relationship with digital media could use some work. If you got mostly B's, you're on the right track. While you're certainly not a digital slouch, you could use some tips on using social media consistently, getting the most out of your digital resources, or incorporating digital media into your classroom. If you got mostly C's, you have a great handle on digital citizenship. but you want to continue to look for more ways and keep up with the times. Got a few standards from the ISTE here now. I want you to watch this video. Okay, just a great overview of standards for digital citizenship. So let's get into what can we do about it. So I'm going to give you a few digital teaching tips here. So tip number one, how do we do it? We can use an LMS, which is a learning management system. A couple examples of free ones are Edmodo and Schoology. I'm sure there's a ton more out there that you can research. Digital tip number two, connect and collaborate. They mentioned it just in the ISTE video. A couple ways you can do that is with ePals or Skype in the classroom. Digital tip number three, use Google Apps. I don't remember a time when such a great resource has been available for teachers for free. Usually we had Excel and Microsoft Office that we use, and it cost quite a bit for school districts, and all the Google apps are free and at our use, and they work just as well. And I'm a big Excel person, or Office person, so for me to say that is pretty tough, but it's true, especially being online. Digital teaching tip number four, maintain balance. This is a very important part. Part of our digital citizenship is understanding how to contribute to the online communities to which we belong while still contributing to our offline communities. And a lot of times, we all forget that even as adults. So we've got to maintain balance with our students, teach them that, and do it ourselves as instructors. So we're at the crossroads. What do we learn? Digital citizens are not born teachers who celebrate and raise awareness through activities that promote collaboration, creation, and communication can shape their students into lifelong digital citizens. So they're not born. We need teachers to get the job done. So incorporate it into your classrooms. What have we learned? Teach smart online behavior. Teaching good digital citizenship to your students helps them connect their everyday actions with their choice in a digital society. What else have we learned? That we need to prep students for the workforce. In today's job market, employers want well-rounded employees. And the last thing we've learned, that it fosters empathy. When you get expectations out there and they know better, they're going to do better. We do it as adults, and students definitely do it once they learn. Do you think you can do a better job in your classroom with digital media or digital citizenship? Question for you. Obviously, yes. With all the tools at our fingertips, I think we can all continue to do the ongoing job of improving digital citizenship with our students. Why is digital citizenship so important now more than ever? Discussion would be just the changing times with technology. And the more technology that we get, the more our students are going to have to learn how to handle that technology and use it correctly. So my last challenge. For all of you, I challenge you to implement one of the teaching tips from earlier in our presentation. So they were: use an LMS in your classroom, or connect and collaborate more with your students or with other groups outside of your class. Use Google Apps. If you haven't got into all of them, maybe try a new one. Google is always updating and changing things, so try something new with Google Apps if you already use it. The last one is teaching that they need to maintain balance. That is so important in today's society, especially with all the technology. My kids are getting better at it. They actually make fun of us adults now because I think they've been around technology so much that they've made the changes already. So teach maintaining balance. We can always improve on that one. But I challenge you to try to implement something new into your classroom. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to our next presentations.